Inside a Scottsdale resort, a group representing 80% of Catholic nuns in the U.S. was singing and learning together. But outside that resort, these 5 protesters were spreading the message that nuns, like priests, can be and have been sexual abusers too. Mary Dispenza of Seattle was a nun for 15 years, but before that, she was the victim of a nun's unsolicited kissing when she was 18.
No one has wanted to face it, but we must, because you can't make anything better unless you face it and begin to give it discourse.
Though Dispenza didn't last long in the heat before it made her sick, she spoke with Arizona's family earlier in the day.
That's perhaps one of my biggest goals, to remind survivors that they're not alone, because many have felt isolated for years and years and years.
She and SNAP are calling for the nuns' leadership to invite abuse survivors to speak at their conference, and for the leaders to adopt a specific protocol for reporting and dealing with abuse.
The little bit of change that has happened, especially around clergy abuse, like names are being released and things of that sort, it is because of the hard work of regular, ordinary, everyday people who care. And it should be the reverse. The nuns should be taking the leadership.
The Leadership Conference of Women Religious said in a statement earlier this year that it deeply regrets the suffering the survivors went through, and it's working for the healing of victims and prevention of further abuse. But Dispenza says the organization cannot police itself.
We want to bring this out in the open.
SNAP met with the AG's office today asking them to set up a state hotline for sex abuse victims, since our new state law does extend the statute of limitations, opening a 16-month window till December of 2020. Now, the AG's office says it will look into setting up a hotline, but it didn't make any promises. Live in studio tonight, Spencer Blake for Arizona's Family.